Hi, it's Juliette and Jennifer from the Simplicity Method. And we decided today that we would be the experts. We've had so many experts in different fields over the last week or so, and we put it out there to our followers. If they had any questions, we would love to help them. So we have a couple questions here that Jen and I will try and answer for you. But you can always message us too if you have any others. So, Jen, so
Yeah.
a lot of people right now, a lot of people right now have some time on their hands and they're looking to declutter and organize their houses on their own.
Of course.
And um, one of our followers is asking, if I do start to declutter, what can I do with the stuff that we have right now to either give away or donate?
Ooh, good question. Well, good job for taking that first step and decluttering and starting to organize your homes. It's a great time of year since we're mostly inside. Um, Given the situation, and we are all asked to stay at home, the donation centers are not open. We've seen a number of pleas or requests from these organizations to not drop off your donations, although they do appreciate them. They don't want them at this moment because of the fact that nobody's in their facilities collecting them, sorting them, being able to open the doors and get people in to buy them. So what's going to happen is that those items that are viable right now are being damaged by the elements, by animals, potentially by vandalism as well. So they're saying hold on to them. So what we would recommend is that if you have a spot in your garage, set aside a spot where you can hold that stuff, or if you're in an apartment or something like that, um, if you have an extra spot in your basement, maybe put the pile there. If you don't mind driving around with it in the trunk of your car until this lifts, that is another potential idea. Um, Other ideas are giving stuff away free on social media if that is something that you're comfortable with. Some people are okay with coming to people's houses if the stuff is outside and grabbing it. You can also maybe ask your family members if they want the pieces before they go to be donated, or friends or what have you that might want to use the items as well.
Right. I think the other option too is to possibly sell your items. But honestly, I think that you should only consider this if it's a high valued item. I don't think that you should be selling items for $2 and $5. I don't think it's worth your effort and also the situation right now. I just think um, you're best off just to do like Jen said. And also think about, because we are probably hunkered down for a while, what else can we maybe repurpose the items for?
Hmm.
There might be other uses of the items for your house too.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe make that vase that you don't like, maybe an outdoor planter for herbs or something like that. You might want to go that way if you have
And
some.
you actually said it the other day when you were cleaning out your linen closet, right? If you have some sheets that are no good anymore, you can maybe make them into rags so you can use those around your house. So,
Or drop sheets if you have paint projects that are on the go, or um, covering stuff up, or
yeah, I agree.
yeah.
So the next question we have is, do we need bins and organizing supplies to get organized right now?
Wow. In an ideal world, that would be amazing. However, I have actually noticed, well, we can't really get into the stores anymore. Unfortunately, Canadian Tire was a fantastic source to get to because it had some of the essential items, but now it's only online orders with curbside pickup. Even some of the cool stuff that I've seen on Amazon, they're not shipping at this time because they're prioritizing more essential items like food and cleaners. So it's a tough one. And the way that Juliette and I work is that we recommend not going out and buying everything before you do the declutter and organize, because you really don't know what you may be uncovering. You may be uncovering 10 Rubbermaid bins that had stuff in them that you no longer want to keep anyways. So there you go. You can repurpose those. In the meantime, if you're an Amazon shopper like us or like me, you may have some empty boxes laying around. You can use those in the meantime until we can get out to the stores and buy that stuff and make it all common, so that they nest and stack properly. But you just kind of like reduce, reuse, recycle. You just have to be creative at this point in time, even plastic bags for that matter, if the items aren't breakable.
And I also think too, like, how many basements have we done where we have not bought a single bin and we've had leftover bins because people just don't realize like how many they really have just sitting around their house. And, you know, a lot of them are like empty or half full. And so if you're putting things back properly, you should have some just kicking around.
Yes. And eventually, if we get to the point, or you get to the point where you don't have any more to put in those bins, then you might consider donating those bins when the donation centers become available again. So we find that those organization tools that were once used can become clutter in people's houses as well. So don't feel that you need to hold on to that stuff just in case. You may come down the line where you're actually emptying more and adding to that collection that you've caught. So don't be shy.
Yep.
Well, it's been a funky weather day today, that's for sure.
Okay, well, we'll do a few more questions on our next call.
Okay.